Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Long time no see. What we went over today in class was called math critique. All right. So before I wanted to become a math teacher, right, I wanted to be an artist. So I studied at the university, and for one of my classes, I had a teacher who would tell us, "All right, you have 2 weeks to create work. At the end of 2 weeks, we're going to go ahead and review and critique it." All right. So that's what we're going to do today. You guys have been working for roughly around 2 weeks. We're going to go ahead and look at some work that y'all have been submitting. Not, of course, any student, right? Just a general idea of what I've been seeing. And we're going to critique to see what people are doing. This segment is called Math Critique Solving Equations. Let's look at it. All right. So we have a student who had 2x minus 6 equals to 22. That was the problem. And this student decided to subtract 6, right, on both sides of the equation. He ended up with 2x equals to 16. My question to you is, what did this student do wrong? Give y'all pause the video so you can think about it. All right, so the student here decided to subtract 6, but if we think about it, negative 6 minus 6 does not equal to 0. What the student should have done was add 6 to both sides, because negative 6 plus 6 equals to 0, right? And we should have added here the 6 as well, which would have been 22 plus 6, which is 28. So this is wrong. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. All right, pretty good. So we have a student who has this as their problem. They're solving an equation. Guys, just take a look at this. 7x minus 7, right? And 6 minus 7. He ended up with this. Go ahead, pause the video. Think about, what did this student do wrong here? All right, so what this student did wrong here, guys, is that he forgot to put the x here. And that led him to get confused and subtract 7 from this 6, which is not a good, this is a no-go, right? We can't just subtract 7 from this x, right? This 7 needs a variable. So that's what this student did wrong. He didn't attach a variable to this 7, which led him to be confused over here. Okay? How would we fix this? Put a variable here, and instead of subtracting 7 from this 6, it should be subtracting 7 from this negative 5. All right? So this one's for y'all that's still having a little bit of confusion with this, right? The opposite operation of addition is subtraction. The opposite operation of subtraction is addition. Opposite of multiplication is division. And opposite of division, well, that's just multiplication. These aren't lined up. This is just here for you to practice, right? So you can maybe draw a line and practice which one is its inverse. Okay, now we're coming to a short answer section. Here, guys, I'll go ahead and go straight through it. We can skip through this one. We have a student who is provided this. 5x minus 3 equals to 3x plus 4. From step 1 to step 2, he had 2x minus 3 equals to 4. And my question to you all is, what did this student do to get from step 1 to step 2? Go ahead, pause the video, guys, and see if you can come up with an answer. Alrighty, so to get from step 1 to step 2, the student noticed that he had variables on both sides of his equation. This 3x and this 5x, right? So what he did was he subtracted 3x from here. Of course, what we do to one side, we do to another. This 3x minus 3x will cancel, and 5x minus 3x is just 2x. And then everything else got brought down. Pretty good. Next thing. Here we have a student who's given the equation 2x minus 3 equals to 4. My question to you is, what did he do to get from step 1 to step 2? Go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, so if we look at this, we're missing this 3 here. So how did this student get rid of this 3? Well, he added 3 to both sides of his equation. And when he did that, right, this reduces to 0. And 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's what this student did. So it's pretty cool. Next one. Oh, this is a toughie. And before I get started, this is supposed to be a 6. Sorry, I didn't fix this, but this here is supposed to be a 6. So what did this student do to get from step 1 to step 2? All right. So what this student did is he realized that this 3 is outside of the parentheses, and he's distributing it to the inside of that parentheses. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2, well, that's 6. Shouldn't be 2 right here. It should be 6. So that's all this student did to get from step 1 to step 2. All right, I think it's the last one. Looking at step 1, we have a proportion, right? 5 divided by x is equal to 2 over 3. He got 15 equals to 2x. What did this student do to get from step 1 to step 2? All right. So what the student did is he cross-multiplied. 5 times 3 is 15, and 2 times x is just 2x. So we're left with 15 equals to 2x. So there we go. All right, guys, that concludes this class period, guys. I hope you all are having a great day. I know I am. I'm always having a fabulous day. You all have a great one.